man? Chaz Graves here for the very first episode of The Adventure Begins, man. This is going to be a weekly thing. We're going to talk about comics, games, collectibles, events, and you might get to know some of the people who work at the store. For this week's comic, I'm going to do two from the big two, a couple of independents, and then I might throw in something that we're anticipating. We can't wait to get our hands on. So, first up is the brand new release from Marvel and the Age of Conan series. This is a spin-off that a whole bunch of people have been waiting for. This is Conan's most formidable companion. The Queen of the Black Coast, the She-Devil of the Sea. The She-Devil of the Sea, man, we're talking about Bayleet. This is going to be an origin story starting out with a teenage Bayleet stowing away on a ship, and then that's going to take her through a bunch of dangerous and crazy adventures, which eventually she'll meet up with the one and only Conan. Next up is the IDW one-shot Star Trek Discovery Captain Saru comic. Before knowing what this story is all about, man, this comic has my money, man. I'm giving them all my monies because of the Paul Shipper's cover art. It's incredible. It's amazeballs. This 48-page book takes place just before the conclusion of CBS's Star Trek Discovery Season 1. Soon after the events on Kronos, the Discovery receives a distress call from someone from Tilly's past, and now acting Captain Saru has to lead the crew against this alien threat. And I say acting captain because he doesn't have all the pips and things. So make sure you pick it up for all you Trekkie fans. One shots. Speaking about one shots, man. The world of Batman Who Laughs. DC brings us The Grim Knight. A lot of people are talking about this online. Some people are upset because he's played more like the Punisher from Marvel. He's zero mercy is given. He's toting a lot of guns and grenades and things. He's shooting up people, which is not like our usual Batman that we're all used to. And the big thing people are talking about is the cover art by Philip Tan. This cover art is directly references Todd McFarlane's famous Batman 423 cover. And McFarlane actually tips his own hat from that cover to Spawn's 230 cover. So, jumping down the rabbit hole there. A lot of cats are on the fence about this issue. I am, because like I said, I like my old school Batmans. Give me the Neil Adams Batman all day long. But, pick it up. Choose for yourself. Hit Girl Season 2, Issue 2 comes out. I picked up Issue 1. It's written by Kevin Smith. I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan. And I found it not to be written by Kevin Smith. It's written more by Silent Bob. So if you like Hit Girl, if you're a big fan and you like artwork, then this is the book for you. Now, this season of Hit Girl sounds familiar to me. Maybe if it sounds familiar to you as well. Season 2 of Hit Girl starts out with Hit Girl finding out that there's a movie being made about her in Hollywood. So she's got to go to Hollywood and stop it. Now, I wonder how Kevin Smith ever came up with this idea, especially for a third time, but I guess we'll never know. And last but not least, man, it's the Amazing Spider-Man, The Hunted. The Hunted. People have been waiting for this series. I have been waiting for this series. It'll bookend the story arc from the 1987 Kraven's Last Stand, which Kraven beats up and drugs Spider-Man. He buries him alive, then he puts on the spider suit and pretends to be everybody's favorite superhero. So I haven't started reading this yet because I want to binge it, but this will bookend both arcs. And Marvel has been hinting or has been laying the groundwork for this issue since like Amazing Spider-Man 2. So no doubt it's going to be huge. That's all those comics. I'm going to do the employee pick. Daniel gets to go first. All right, man, that was time for the employee pick of the week. And this pick comes from Danny. Danny, he has picked Batman Beyond, especially this number 29. Batman Beyond number 29. The clock is ticking. Robin is trapped. The Joker has a crowbar to Robin's head, and everybody's watching. Does that sound familiar? Of course it does. So will this last Robin be the new Jason Todd? I guess we'll never know. Swing by the shop and pick it up. Hey man, do you like games, like board games and card games and things like that, man? We're going to do an unboxing. And the person doing that unboxing is our very own Jarek.
What's up, nerds? My name is Jarek. This week we'll be unboxing Blackstone Fortress from Warhammer and Games Workshop. This takes place in the 40k universe. You take the role of 8, maybe 9 adventurers, delving through the Blackstone Fortress, finding hidden troves of wealth and items to further battle the denizens of the Blackstone Fortress and eventually make your way into the vault. So this is our store owner's copy, Bill. He has his own copy, and we're going to go ahead and unbox it for him because he's too busy with paperwork to do it himself. We do sell this in the store, along with all a bunch of other Games Workshop and Warhammer accessories. The hardest part of unboxing is always the top of the box. Once that's open, though, we get to see what's inside, and it looks like, first off, we have our miniatures. We're going to have red for characters, and these are the Games Workshop easy-to-build miniatures. Pop in, glue them if you need to get a little extra stability. In gray, we're going to have our enemies, the various minions who haunt and lurk and terrorize the Blackstone Fortress, in which your heroes are going to be going after, fighting, and all that fun stuff that goes along with that. Then we get a nice little Blackstone Fortress, little poster board, playmat, whatever you want to call it. Fun, nice art style, pretty solid. Probably hang it up, frame it, whatever you like to do with that kind of stuff. Inside the box, we have what looks like a sample chapter from the Black Library. It's the Games Workshop lore, histories, the book department of Game Workshop, adding to the fluff and the narrative of the universe. Inside, we have what looks like the vault card. This is a very secret envelope. You only open this when the game tells you, and you're going to open that after you go through roughly 4 different dungeons and raids to unlock the keys to access the vault, at which point you unlock this card and the game changes drastically. We also have a whole bunch of combat tiles. These are going to tell you how to put your map, what kind of story arc is going to happen, the encounters that are going to happen while delving inside the fortress. Going along with the miniatures, we have miniature bases, because it's not a Games Workshop game unless you're putting stuff together and basing them. We have a whole bunch of custom dice as well for the game. We're going to have stuff for special abilities, attacks, skill checks, random encounters, all that's also going to be coming through these dice. We're also given handy-dandy little creature tokens. These are going to be for the characters, for enemies, all that, and it gives you nice charts as to what you can do, how to roll for them, and what those capabilities include in terms of damage, effects, all that fun stuff. It also looks like we have multiple rulebooks. We have, for sure, the base rulebook. It's also going to include stuff for combat, for shopping and Precipice, which is the central location for the story, as well as a rule book that gives you instructions how to bring these characters and models over into the Warhammer 40k universe for the tabletop war game aspect of it. We also have more cards. These look like they are artifacts, and the clues, the money, all that fun stuff that goes into increasing the overall story and advancing the narrative further. We're going to have our encounter cards, which will tell you what exactly you're facing within the maps. You're going to have more encounter cards, can't have enough. You have your character cards for your initiative tracking. Then finally, you're going to have these plastic Ziploc bags. Blackstone Fortress is kind of a legacy game in which things that happen the first time you play continue to happen as you pick up the game further. And so like these plastic cryostasis bags are going to give you the option to store your units and everything they're carrying with them for the next gameplay, which allows you to also pick up different units and play with them as well. But the drawback is things that are in cryostasis stay in cryostasis until you open them up again. The last big thing is a little more character bases. The last big thing is the map. Of course, these are modular tiles that we can open up and go with. They kind of fit into our combat encounter maps. These are very, very sturdy, very well done, very artistic map tokens, very modular, and they'll give you line of sight, cover, all that fun stuff is going to be right here in it as well. So this is what's the inside our Blackstone Fortress game. We have this and many other Games Workshop games and accessories here in the store. So feel free to come on in, check it out, and come play with us.
We've got a couple of events coming up.
The first big event we're going to have is our Hellboy Day, and celebration of the new Hellboy movie coming out. That's going to be on the 23rd. It's going to be all day. We're going to have 10% off all Hellboy merchandise in the store, as well as 25 freebies we're giving out to people. We're going to have stuff such like the Seed of Destruction comic giveaway. We're going to have buttons. We're going to have bookmarks. It's the Fist of Doom.
That's right, man. So if we only have a limit to the supply, so you better get on in here. And March 26th, we'll be celebrating Batman. 80 years of Detective Comics, man. We are doing a midnight release.
Mm-hmm.
So, celebrating 80 years of Batman, but it's not his birthday. He doesn't turn 80 yet, man. That happens in July, so let's not get that confused real quick. We have 10 variant comic covers, so you can come in, buy a couple that you might like, and we'll have bundles of all 10. So you get the bundle, get 15% off of all of them. And we only have a limited supply of those. 10% off all the Batman merchandise. We're talking Batman, Harley, Joker, some cosplayers dressed up like cats from the Batman universe. So if you want to come dressed up, come hang out with us and take pictures, have a good time, and celebrate Batman.
It's gonna be a good day.
That's right, man. And we also have events like throughout the week, don't we?
Yeah, throughout the week. I know on the gaming side we have quite a few events. Thursday night is our go-to Magic night. We have it going on every week on Thursday from 6 till 10. It's a great time to stop on by, learn to play the game, and meet some of their players. So thanks for stopping in, checking out this video, and seeing what we have in store. My name's Jarek.
I'm Chaz, man. And we'll see you guys next week, where your adventure begins here.
See you, nerds.